Hi, everyone. Hey. How are you guys doing today? Today is Wind Down Wednesday. So I hope that everyone is having a really awesome week. Far, I know that it's about to be the change of seasons. So, the sinuses and the allergies and all of that is starting to act up, with some of us. Maybe not all of us, but some of us, the sinus and allergies are just probably about to start, coming into fruition. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say, hey, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesday with Jovita. Hey. But anyway, so today I am trying a new red wine, because it's Wind Down Wednesdays. It's a new red, so that's why, I have a little sip. It's different. It's not my typical red blend, but it's not too bad. But anyway, so I would like to welcome you all to Wine Down Wednesdays with Javita. For those of you who do not know me, I am Javita, and I help single moms go from feeling frustrated and lonely to having a plan to build her network and net worth so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and live a life full of love and abundance. I basically empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So today's Wind Down Wednesday topic is drum roll. That's so funny. Anyway, today's topic is it is what it is. It's that phrase. It is what it is. It's one of my favorite phrases. I say it all the time. And you know what's funny about it is that people take the negative connotation of it. And I never use it in a negative way. It saying it is what it is my way of saying, you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm not going to even worry about it. I'm taking it at face value, just life in general, whatever it is that's coming my way, I'm taking it at face value. So that's what it is means to me. However, I do understand how someone can take it as a negative thing, as if like meaning that I'm just brushing it off and it's like, oh, whatever. And I could see that, or that I just think I'm better than it, whatever it is type thing. But that's not the case at all. When I say it is what it is, it's literally what it means. It is what it is. So if the sky is blue and you're saying it's green, I'm just gonna say, well, it is what it is, because I can't control the color of the sky. But it is gonna be what it's gonna be. And that's how I see life. I see life as it is what it is going to be. Now, in that, you have to work towards, going to your next level. You have to work towards that whatever that it is for you. So it's not like you're staying stagnant and you're just like brushing it off and just like, oh, I'm just going to let it go because I can't control it. There are certain things that you can control. You can control certain it factors, but you have to define what it is and how you react to what it is. Like any situation, I give you an example. So for my single moms out there, and I know other parents and everybody else are probably going to go through this too, but I'm speaking specifically to my single moms who are actually frustrated, because they're doing it alone. They have a single income coming into their home and they're trying to make ends meet while trying to give their kid, the world, trying to do this, that, and the third for their children. And they find it hard and they get frustrated because, first of all, they have to work. And most people are working in a commuting area where they're just commuting like an hour or 2 hours one way, to work. So they're frustrated with that because they want to be there for their kids and they can't, because in order for them to provide for their children, they have to go to work. So that's where some of the frustration comes in. But I'm here to tell you that you can overcome that frustration if you adopt the it is what it is mindset. And with that, if you just know that, okay, I'm doing what I can, because you can schedule your time out. so that you're able to be there for your children, for whatever activities you have going on. And in the event that you can't do that or be there, technology is wonderful these days because you have your village. Hopefully, you do have a village. And if you don't, I definitely can help you come up with a plan to, cultivate your village so you have that support system. But, you can do it so you're not frustrated because once you have a plan in place, then you're no longer frustrated because you have something in place to help you with your frustration and help you overcome that frustration because I know firsthand how hard it is and how frustrating it can be to like try to be there for everything that your child has, especially when you're working. Like I said, when you're commuting, like my commute some days was 2.5 hours. All depends on how the traffic was. So, especially with doing that, it is frustrating. But that's why I adopted the mindset of it is what it is, because it definitely is what it is. And what it is that I know that in order for me to make it to my son's activity at, say, 6 o'clock in the evening, one, I have to get up. I have to get up a little bit earlier that day so I can do everything I need to do so I can be where I need to be. And that helps with the frustration. I'm telling you, when you have a plan in place, and sometimes you can't control what happens along that plan, and the plans may have to change, but that's when that it is what it is mindset comes into play. Like, okay, it is what it is. And you're not throwing your hands up. It's like, okay, it is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. So back to my example. So I know that I have to be somewhere with my son at a certain time, like I said, 6 o'clock, then I know that I might need to get up and be at work by 7 so that I can leave at 3. That gives me 3 hours to get to where I need to be for him. Remember, I told you my commute could be 2.5 hours some days. So I am allowing time for traffic. I am allowing time for maybe things may happen. I'm just allowing all that time because granted, where I work, I'm only an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away. However, some days it could take longer. So I know that I have to leave work at 3 o'clock so that I can make it in time for that 6 o'clock activity that my child has. So that helps eliminate that frustration. And that's what I mean by adopting that it is what it is mindset. Because it is a mindset. If you let it control you, then it's going to control you and you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be like, oh, I don't have no time. But you really and truly do if you sit back and you think about it and you take the time to plan. Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. I don't know if you've heard that before, but I've heard that a number of times. So you have to remember, you just have to have a plan. And the plan may not work 100% of the time, but do not get upset about the things you cannot control because it's just outside of your control. You just have no control of it. But at least you know at the end of the day that you got up, you did what you were supposed to do, you left. Oh my gosh, the highway is shut down, closed, and you're stuck in between and you cannot get off. You're just stuck. Guess what? It is what it is. You just pick up your phone and you call through your list of people who you know that are already down the road in the area, and you just go through that list and say, hey, this is where your village comes in. Say, hey, I need help. I need someone to get to my child. Trust and believe. You might call 20 people. You just never know who's going to answer, who's going to respond back. But you do everything in your power that you can to do what you need to do to get to where you need to be to help alleviate that frustration because it is frustrating. But like I said, if you adopt that it is what it is mindset, then you will be okay because you knew that you did everything that you could possibly do within your control. You planned it. It may not have went to, according to plan, but it was done. So moms, I'm telling you, you can do all of this. You just adopt that it is what it is mindset. And everybody can adopt this mindset because it relates to everything in life. Everything you go through in life, It all relates. It relates to everything. And if you just adopt that, it is what it is mindset in a positive way. Don't take it in a negative way at all, because if you put it in a negative way, everything negative is going to happen. So, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. You got to do A, B, and C, but X, Y, Z then came into play. But you have that plan. You have that plan of action, that plan of attack, and you have that mindset of it is what it is. I'm telling you, if you adopt that mindset, it calms you down. It makes you kind of regroup, gets you to think about, what your next plan should be, and then you won't be as frustrated. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes that it is what it is kind of gets the best of me, and I'm like overly frustrated and I'm just going crazy. But the majority of the time, once I bring myself to it, I say, you know what? It is what it is. And it's just going to be what it's going to be. And there's nothing I can do about it. I've done everything that I can. And that's just it. And I'm not going to stress no more about it, because I've tried. I've given it 120%. So long as you know that, and you're just like, you know what, it is what it is. So I challenge each and every one of you to just adopt the it is what it is mindset, especially over things that you cannot control, because life happens. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna get in your way. Things are gonna try to stop you from reaching your goals. If your goal is to go back to school to get your master's degree, then guess what? There are going to be things that's going to stop you, or going to try to stop you, but you have the control you can control the narrative. You can control how you respond to that, how you react to it. You can control everything that happens. So I'm telling you, it worked for me. It still works for me. Although I have friends who they don't like when I say it is what it is. And I just look at them like, well, you're going to be all right, because it is what it is. All right. So I want everybody to climb to their next level. And to do that next level living, you guys, you have to adopt that mindset of it is what it is, because you can only control what you can control. There's no need to get upset and bothered and maybe cause possible health problems because you're upset and bothered. There's no need to do all of that. There's no need to have all those stresses. We stress ourselves out because we stress ourselves out, and we don't have to do that. All right. So I'm going to say hello to everyone. I thank you all for joining me today on Wind Down Wednesdays with Javita. I really, really do enjoy doing this every week. So if you have any topics or questions or comments, anything that you would love for me, or even like for me to discuss, please don't hesitate to email me at info@javitaNmiller.com. That is INFO at the @ sign, shift to Jovita, JOV as in Victor, ITA, N as in Nancy, Miller, MILLER.com. And I will be glad to address any questions or concerns or any topics that you would love for me to discuss. And also, if you just really want to have a private one-on-one conversation with me, you can go to www.chatswithjovita.info. That is www.chat, with jovita.info. All right. Thank you, guys. I love you. Hey, to everyone who's joined. Thank you, thank you, thank you kindly. And I will see you next week for Wind Down Wednesdays. Have a good evening and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.